Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Dave here, and today we're going to be going over the Phrygian mode. So, in the description, if you're interested, I've got an MP3 of the backing track that I just played along to, including a guitar profile of the solo as well, and a PDF for those of you who don't have Guitar Pro. That's down in my Patreon, so go check that out if you're interested. So, Phrygian is a really cool scale that has a dark kind of Middle Eastern sounding vibe to it. It's the third mode, so if we're playing in B Phrygian today, it's originating from the G major scale. If you're not too sure about the modes, what they are, you can check this video out here, and a good knowledge of intervals will be helpful as well, so check out the video on intervals here as well if you don't know already. So the intervals of the B Phrygian scale are your root, your flat second, your flat third, your fourth, your fifth, your flat sixth, and your flat seventh. And the most important characteristic note of Phrygian will be our flat second, and it has that kind of sound. So let's jump a bit closer and I will show you the scale, how to play it, and some chords that go really well over the Phrygian scale. So let's take a look at how to play the Phrygian scale. So we're going to start on the 7th fret of the low E string with our index finger. We're going to play 7th fret, then 8 with our middle finger, and 10 with our little finger. Okay, then we move on to the next string, and we're going to play 7, 9, 10. So we're going to play 7 with our index finger, 9 with our ring finger, and 10 with our little finger. Then we're going to play the same thing on the D string. Then we're going to move on to the G string, play 7 and 9 with our index and ring finger. Then on the B string we're going to play 7 with our index finger, 8 with our middle finger, 10 with our little finger, and do the same thing on the E string again. So we have okay. So, as I said, the unique characteristic note of the Phrygian scale is our flat second. So you want to be adding that into your playing a lot with the Phrygian scale. So this note exists on the 8th fret of both E strings, and it also exists on the 10th fret of the D string. Okay? And something cool to do is to do trills between your root note and your flat second. So your root note is just 1 fret behind your flat second, and these trills really give across that Phrygian sound. Also between the 5th and the flat 6th, you can also do trills as well. So that would be the 7th and 8th fret of the B string, and the 9th and 10th fret of the A string. So we've got... So that's another cool thing you can do with Phrygian. So let's take a look at some chords you can do in Phrygian. So our root, our 3rd and our 5th create a minor triad because we've got a flat 3rd there. So we're going to be playing a B minor chord. So your B minor could be played like this, as a bar chord at the 7th fret, or a bar chord on the 2nd fret on 5 strings, along with other ways. Another chord that works really well is B minor 7 flat 9. So your flat 9 is obviously an octave higher than your flat 2, which is your Phrygian characteristic note. So it really lets people know that we're playing in Phrygian if you add that flat 9 in there. So one way of playing the B minor 7 flat 9 is to bar the 7th fret and place your little finger on the 10th fret of the D string. And when we're going to mute the A string, and we're going to play every other string. So we've got... Okay. Another way of playing that is if we use our middle finger on the 2nd fret of the A string, we're going to play the D string open, we're going to play the 2nd fret of the G string with our ring finger, and the 1st fret of the B string with our 1st finger, and we're just going to play those 4 strings. You've got another B minor 7 flat 9 chord. One other chord that works well is a cool slash chord, so if we play a C chord with a B in the bass, which sounds like this, that's a really cool Phrygian sounding chord. And we have our flat 2nd there, or a flat 9. So to play that, we're going to bar the 7th fret, place our little finger on the 10th fret of the D string, and we're just going to mute the A string with our little finger there as well. We're going to place our ring finger on the 9th fret of the G string, and our 2nd finger on the 8th fret of the B string, and we're going to be barring the 7th fret on both E strings there. So that's another real cool chord to use in your Phrygian soloing. So I hope you enjoyed that video. Let me know in the comments how you got on with the Phrygian scale and these Phrygian chords. If you want access to the backing track and the tab for the solo I did at the beginning, check out my Patreon page. It just starts at $2 a month, so it's well worth it in my opinion. Like the video and subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to click on the notification bell for notifications every single time I release a video. So, I'll see you in the next one.